The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set on first down. Ebron caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Brissett. Flushed out right. And he hits his tight end, Ebron.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go, Jack. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Check 52.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He'll have another first down and more. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
We're going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, it's Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
53, Mike, 53. Watch the run, watch the run. Just south, baby. That's it. Go. Check nickel. Out.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
10-2, sir. A gain of 9. Fair.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
First carry for Raquel Armstead. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Raquel Armstead, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus keep the football moving downfield. Other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They'll run on first down. Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Mack, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. These two teams all tied after one. First down, Mack. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That good for 19 and a first down. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line, and linebacker second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. His throw caught right around the 6. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll run here with Mack. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Looking to run with Mack. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And the Colts are in for the touchdown.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun give to Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Go. Thank you, Gator. Go. Switch. Hey, echo.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Ready? Hey, come on. Check 53. Hey, let's get him hard. Go. Let's go.
First down, Brissett. Short little throw to Ebron. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Check 53, Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Let's go, let's go. Neil, Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
On second down now, it's Mack. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Buddy up. 53, check 53. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Come on. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Now, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Minshew. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Get wide. 49, check 49, check 49.
On second down, Armstead. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Check 26.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Fournette. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
60 Pittsburgh. 53, Mike 53. All day, just like that. Hey, lock it. Switch.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Hey, Charlie.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. A first down throw for Brissett. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. A give running right is Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Brissett to throw on first. He completes this one to Mack. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive. Poor punter. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Now Leonard Fournette. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Minshew sets to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, it's Fournette. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Fresno. Check Leo.
So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, exit. Hey, tight.
On 4th down, Minshew. And able to find Conley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit.
80 weapons. Hey, check 24.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Brissett. Looking deep for Hilton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mack. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
And the Colts first down.
From the red zone now, Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Fournette running out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Being chased out left. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On 1st down, Mack. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll stay with the run and Armstead. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On your team, go!
26-yard line.
Go! Ready!
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
You got it! You got it!
Colts 33, Jaguars 15.